welcome back to another episode of the UBOF podcast. I'm Abraham.
I'm Julissa.
Oh, crap.
What the? Bruh. You better answer that. Someone's DoorDash is gonna. You enter.
I'm scared to order something for Zeus because they're gonna go pick it up.
There's a lot going on. We ruined your.
It's okay. I think it came through.
What is it again? I forgot what it's called.
ASMR.
We ruined your ASMR.
Sorry.
She also did it too soon. She did it during my intro.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't introduce yourself.
I did.
Bruh.
I think I did.
No,
You
you
know who she is.
I'm Victoria.
Victoria. Guys, I have an eyeball infection.
Bro, stop touching it, bro.
Okay, I'm done now.
Wait, how do you know you have an eyeball infection if you haven't gone to the doctor?
Well, I don't think it's an infection. I just think they're
This is dry eye.
ultra dry.
Or just get you some.
Why don't you get like
freaking-
that, like the lubricant eye drops?
Yeah.
I have some, but the only thing that helps is for me to not wear my contacts
Get
at
you
all.
some
Yeah.
manzanilla eye drops.
I do need to do that.
Manzanilla is great.
I need to medicate.
You know what? Your mom put me on manzanilla.
When you
because
used to
one
get a
time-
sty.
No,
What?
one time I went to her house and I was sick from my stomach. I don't know what it was for. I always get sick from my stomach. And she gave me té de manzanilla and it took down the inflammation and I didn't have diarrhea anymore. So every time I get sick from my stomach, I always drink té de manzanilla.
That is so funny.
Yeah, because she told me that it's good for that. I was like, okay, and I listened and it worked.
Well, my mom also has this theory because I used to get styes. You know how you get a little granito on your eye? I don't know. I used to get them a lot when I was young. And so my mom would fill up a cotton swab, not a cotton swab, a cotton ball with manzanilla tea. And she would do it as natural eye drops. And it worked, bro.
Yeah.
So I should probably do that, but I don't have manzanilla in this Colombian home.
Really? They don't use it?
They probably do, but not enough. So like,
Okay.
whenever I need a Mexican remedy, I have to go get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm never like stocked.
Does Colombia have like Colombian remedies? Like healing remedies?
Yeah. Can I actually share that?
Yeah.
So you know how when a Mexican gets sick, what do Mexicans do?
Oh,
Sorry,
that
okay.
Peru.
Exactly. What were you saying?
I thought that's just.
Okay, he's doing that. Anyway, they use Vicks Vaporub. It's like a Mexican thing. I don't know if it's like a Latino thing, but it's definitely a Mexican thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if your mom did this, but I've also heard of if you have a stomach ache or you have a fever, you drink 7-Up. Like a Sprite.
Oh, yeah.
Like a clear soda.
Like a grapes thingamajigger.
Sí,
Or
una
like-
sal de uva. Exactly. So in Colombia, when you have a fever, or Mexican one, sorry, let's go back to Mexican. When you have a fever, te ponen alcohol, like
Yeah.
rubbing alcohol on your body to sweat it out. I don't know what the theory is, but in Colombia, you take piloncillo. I know, it's like a block of sugar, but they call it panela, and they boil it and make a tea out of the sugar cube. And then they put a piece of ginger and lemon. And then you have to drink it like as hot as you can handle it. And te tienes que acobijar
And make it sweat.
and go to sleep so that you can sweat all night. But I'm just like, and Randy swears that it works. And I'm like,
yeah.
but what about the block of sugar helps you? And he's like, I don't know.
Well, I can kind of see that. I don't know what the theory is behind it though, but I can kind of see it because you know how when people are like in a shocked state or like too like alterados, they drink a cup of water with sugar. And
Yes.
it's supposed to. I'm guessing maybe it'll have the same like reaction of like calming down your nervous system.
Maybe like a shot. Okay. I
don't
never
know,
thought about it that
something
way.
That's the only thing I could think of, like the sugar of el piloncillo.
Maybe. I mean, and he swears by it.
Have you tried it?
I think I have, but I don't remember if it did anything. But
Maybe it's just the mind power.
1,000%. But anything Colombian, like, look, I'm Mexican, right? And I'm more Mexican than I am American. I know I live in America, but I still think I'm more Mexican. And there are still some things that Mexicans do that I'm just like, that's BS. Like, that's not true. Like, the Vicks Vaporub never worked for me. The 7-Up doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you want something carbonated, just drink the sal de uvas by itself. Why the hell you need the rest of it?
Yeah.
So, but Randy is such a diehard Colombian, you guys. Anything that his family says that he grew up with, he's like, si funciona, si funciona, hombre, que le digo tan terca. I'm just like, bro. Like, he just like swears by it. I'm like, bro, I'm living proof that it's not that deep. All right, I'm gonna shut up
That's
now.
funny.
The Vicks Vaporub thing that Mexicans do, I didn't start experiencing it until I married Mario.
Your mommy didn't do that?
No, my parents did the alcohol thing. Showering in bathing in alcohol or rubbing in alcohol. That was what they would do. But then when I married Mario and I would get sick, like a fuerzas, he wanted to put Vicks Vaporub on me, and I had to cover up in my blankets. And I never liked it because you get cold.
Yeah, and it's like that sticky feeling. What about you? What remedies did your mom use on you?
I don't remember. Or she just put like saliva on her like feet.
Saliva?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Tell us the theory on that one. I've never
I don't know. I just,
Wait, so she'd put saliva on your
Was it
feet, or she
saliva?
would grab your foot and lick it?
no. Was it saliva?
Bro, how do you
I'm pretty
mix
sure
it
it
up?
was.
There was something weird going on in Abraham's house. Going on.
I think that's what it was.
What?
Whose saliva?
I don't know, your own
What the
or
heck?
someone's.
Well, I've heard that with like potato wedges.
Oh yeah, but
Like
is
it's
that what
supposed
it
to
was?
suck up like all of the from
Bro,
your
stop
feet.
rubbing your eyes, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't know why they just got so much more irritated. Please.
of
Just,
the
close,
light.
just close your eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to close my eyes. I don't need them to yap. Anyway, potatoes?
Yeah.
I heard that. Like slices. Yeah.
What about them? What do they do?
You put them on la planta de tu pie, and then you put a sock over it, and you sleep with it all night. And when you take it out in the morning, it's supposed to be like black because it took out all the toxins from your feet.
Bruh, what in the witchcraft is that?
With the theory that from your feet, like
Wrong.
you intake a lot of like things.
Bro, that has to be
Bad
BS,
energy.
bro.
I think honestly, I think it comes from like Chinese medicine,
Yeah.
right? Because they do like all
So-
that feet work.
So, like, when you have a fever, that's where foot fetishes started.
Hey, yeah, probably.
Wait. Listen to me. I have so many questions. You cannot just drop it
Bro,
there.
you look so dumb.
Leave me alone, bro. It freaking burns. Leave me alone. Shut up. Bro, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh, what was the potato thing for? Like when you have a fever or when you're sick, or what kind of
You're
sickness?
sick, no?
When you have like a fever or like a cold.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that the potato just turns brown because it's no longer being hydrated.
I would think so too, but I've seen TikTok videos where people like take it out of their sock and it's like rotten.
Moldy.
Yeah, it's like moldy.
Wait,
Porque
what?
huelen a porque sus pies están sucios, Vicky.
I don't know. I've never tried.
You
I just
get
seen it on
potatoes
TikTok.
and cheese.
That's
gross.
Disgusting.
That
bro.
is gross.
And then you roast them and you eat
All right.
Ew. That's nasty.
First off, you're disgusting and you're on a weird side of TikTok, but we've already discussed this.
That's funny.
I am.
Wait, let me tell you guys something real quick that called me out.
Called you out?
Yes. You know that Candace girl? The dark-skinned girl
Yeah.
that's like a Republican and
Yeah.
she's like super upfront. She has a
Super
podcast.
conservative?
Exactly, super conservative. She, I guess someone clipped one of her podcast videos where she was saying, if you are not a conspiracist by now, then you're just stupid. Because that means that you're just going to listen to everything that the government tells you and that you don't, if you're not someone who questions things, you're just dumb. And I was like, oh my God, bro, I'm dumb, bro, because my brain cannot fathom some of this
You just
conspiracy.
believe everything the government says, huh?
No, I don't. But I don't listen to either. I don't listen to conspiracies. I don't listen to conspiracies or what the government says unless I want to
You
get
don't question
anxiety.
anything?
I started questioning things like maybe like as like maybe after like 25. At 25, I was just like, I think like I used to not be about conspiracy theories, and now I am.
Exactly. And I thought of you guys because to answer your question, I feel like I've always questioned things,
Yeah.
but never enough to listen to conspiracies because that seems like a nerdy thing to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do people associate that with like nerdiness, though?
I know, clearly I'm wrong. And she told me I was a little stupid. But I do question things for the record. Anyway.
I used to associate it with like druggies.
Druggies.
Oh, like people who hallucinate?
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Tell
I
me-
used to because
Go ahead.
in my sister's time,
I
right?
knew it. I knew she was.
She was all about conspiracy theories. I'm like, dude, I only hear people talk about these things when they're high. Like, and that's why I associated those two things.
I hope she doesn't listen to this episode. She's gonna be like, "What the hell, Vicky?"
She know. She'll know I'm telling the
Dr-
truth.
you just called her a druggie.
No.
That's not what she said.
You get my point.
I get your point.
Wait, is marijuana? Yeah, it is a drug, huh?
But that's what I considered it. Like people who would hallucinate or were just like.
Well, don't they
on
say that
something.
like certain drugs like open up your mind and stuff?
Like shrooms.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, they did that a lot of with like Native Americans would practice a lot of those
Yeah.
rituals. And I think like other cultures too. I don't know exactly which ones, but they would use but marijuana was like a medicine plant and like
it
one
was
of those
medicinal, yes.
Yeah, and one of those plants también that they would connect you spiritually to like higher powers.
Or just get you hella high.
Right, but like,
Like
no,
what?
what are those things? What are those people called when we went to Cancun and then we saw the temples?
The Mayas?
Was it the Mayas?
Those
But
Incas.
The Incas?
Those Aztecs.
the
All right.
priests of the Mayas.
I was just thinking monks, but that's not right.
Monk.
Your mom was like
Monks.
telling us about
The
it.
chief.
Girl, I sometimes my mom gives me so much information about life that I'm just like, she's just too intelligent sometimes. So I block a lot of things out, okay? I'm working on it.
Well, she was telling us about the priests, right? And which made a lot of sense because in those times, like these priests, I don't know what they're not called priests, they were called something. They were like the spiritual leaders of the Mayas. They would like use drugs to connect to the spiritual world in that way.
You think we should try it?
I don't want to.
On
I'm
a
okay.
podcast episode?
Dude, no,
Yeah.
imagínate.
I don't want to imaginármelo. I want to do it.
Here I'll be
What
like,
kind of drugs?
You act like that now.
She don't need them, bro.
No, like off camera. That's what you act like. She's holding herself together, guys. Trust me.
I was talking about Abraham. Imagine Abraham.
He actually, that is so true. Abraham? What kind of like high person would you be?
Just be chilling there.
Wait, what did he say? Wait, do what you did.
What?
Close your eyes. He looks like an anime character, the ones that never open their eyes, that tuck like this, like a monk. It's like, hey.
Oh, that's so cute.
Because they're so old, they like their eyes don't even open, and they're Asian. You literally look like that.
You're dumb.
That's cute.
I'm gonna bother you. Can you pass me my purse? I have contacts in there. No, not contacts. Eye drops.
Eye drops.
Let me close my drink.
Vicky is addicted to Dr. Peps.
Are you, Vicky?
I love Dr. Pepper.
So are you.
I try not
I'm
to
not
drink
addicted
soda
to it.
as much though because I break out super easily.
I've been actually. Can we talk about that? Abraham, you used to have a lot of acne. What the hell happened?
Dude, we already talked about this.
Puberty happened.
No, like how
I
did
got
it go
over
away?
puberty.
Right, yeah.
But you had like bad acne. And
Nah, this people that was worse.
whose?
There was like a kid that looked like. No, I'm gonna say that.
Wait, who did you say?
Like I've seen way worse.
Oh, of course.
Like, mine was bad, but it wasn't.
No.
I don't think AB's was that bad.
Like it was bad for like a while, but
Yeah.
like there's people that still struggle with it. You know.
Yes, of course. There was a kid at Trauber. I don't even remember his name, but if I saw a picture of him, I would show you, who had horrible acne, and we were in middle school.
Really?
Yes, he was like Latino,
Damn.
and it was really bad, like huge, like granos, like mountain type granos.
I don't remember.
But anyway, the reason I'm asking is because I've heard you say multiple times that some things that you eat make you break out. What are those things? Chocolate.
Nuts.
Chocolate, any type of candy.
Nuts make you break out?
No, but
Oh.
I've heard that.
I've heard that too. But yours.
Soda,
What was the first one?
any type of candy, and chips. Those three things are like my favorite, and they make me break out really bad.
So
Wait,
I
wait.
finally got my chest like acne under control.
how? What'd you do?
Just like staying away from like these things and like making sure that I'm using like the right like washing products.
What are you using?
My Panoxyl.
Oh,
The
yeah. I
Panoxyl
know which one.
and like making sure I used to not wash my chest with it. I used to kind of just use normal body soap, but this time I washed my face and my chest, and it's been keeping it clean. Because dude, junk food gets to me.
And you were going to say something.
Forgot.
You need to not forget.
It's like getting stuff like actually like affect stuff like that.
I think she's right, and that's why I'm asking.
Is it like
Well,
proven?
to me, it's for the grasa stuff. The
Okay.
grasa from the chips.
What about cheese?
No, cheese doesn't make me break out.
I feel like dairy, it does
Yeah.
to Mario, right? Like,
Mario breaks out from cheese.
That's interesting.
but Mario gets like zits, right? And you get like little granitos.
I get pimples.
Okay, and I get like condones. I don't remember the name of them, but I think dairy makes me get like a bunch of granitos on my chin and like my neck, but sometimes I think it's cheese. I'm assuming it is, but I haven't put my finger on it the way that I feel like you have. You're like, I know this food, these things cause this.
Yeah.
And I need to know.
Oh, talking about weird things on your body.
All right.
Do you remember that one time I showed you a long time ago that I had this rash like right here, y me salieron like a weird rash?
A rash?
Yeah, it was like a rash. Eran granos. I don't know what it was. It was like on my like lower, like upper lower stomach.
I don't remember.
And you told me it was probably because like I used to live with my parents at the time and TMI, but we all used to use like the same.
Oh yeah. We don't have to say that. She did not just admit that.
And so you were like, it's probably that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. When I was studying for my exam, I stressed out so much y me volvió a salir.
Oh, it's like a stress rash?
Yeah, I got a stress rash, and for it to go away, it's been terrible.
It's still there?
It's still there.
I think I know what can help you.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if you
I
remember.
got Mario got me whatever.
Hydrocortisone?
Yeah, that
Yes.
I've been putting
It
it on
helps.
every day. It helps with the itching. The itching
Yes.
doesn't.
Oh my gosh, that's what I was going to recommend because when I was a child, and these are suppressed memories. You know how Eric would say that he wouldn't be able to concentrate in school because he was thinking about like the next songs that he needed to learn, and Cody freaking fainted. You just reminded me because you said stress-induced rash that when I was in school, I don't know if you guys remember, I would get a rash yearly on the back of my neck. Yeah, I remember. You guys, you could always find me like this. And it was without fail, like every winter,
That's
which
funny.
coincidentally was New Year time.
I remember.
I would just be like, and I would grow these like lesions of disgusting rash that would like get gunky. And the only thing that healed it was hydrocortisone.
Yeah, Mario got me that, and I've been using it. It helps a lot with the
Itchiness.
and it was starting to go away. But then we went to the pool. And I don't know what was in those chemicals in that pool because we were even like coughing and sneezing from the chemicals. There was a water slide, and when the water was like going down, like soltaba like
The fumes.
yeah. That just
chlorine.
made it come back again.
You know what I
was
think
like,
it
what
is
the heck?
with pools sometimes? I don't know what kind of pool you went to.
It was like a normal like private pool, like somebody's house pool.
Okay, so I think because I don't think people actually empty the water out and start over every summer. I think that there are liquids that you can do, like if it starts getting green and nasty, there are liquids to neutralize the water again. But it needs to be a lot of chemical. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah. And then it came up on my back. It was terrible.
It spread? Mm-hmm. Wait.
It was bad.
I need you to go to a dermatologist. My back knee
I was
is
thinking
bad
about
right
that.
now too. But
The Panoxyl, do you have it?
I don't, but
Panoxyl, sponsor us.
you know how our insurance works. We have, oh no, you're on your insurance now, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say we have the same
It's not
insurance.
any better.
All right. So Vicky and I have the same insurance because our husbands work in the same spot, which is actually pretty cute.
I know, right?
Every time I think about it, I'm like, I feel like that should mean that I should see you more often, but I never see you.
Dude,
Which is-
always at work.
Which is kind of offensive, by the way.
Why'd you just do that? What's up, brother?
I did the what's up, brother. Abraham is not yapping enough in this episode.
Bro, you're talking about girl stuff.
Haven't you ever
I
gotten a
used to
stress
say-
reaction?
No. The hell? I think
Do
you
you
guys
even
worry too
stress
much about
out?
your skin that you guys like create your own problems, you know? You know what I'm saying, bro? I used to use like a 5-in-1.
Bro, he uses the same bar of soap that he uses to wipe his booty cheeks to
I use
clean his
the
beard.
same soap as Zeus, bro.
Ew!
Just kidding.
I bet you Zeus is cleaner. I wouldn't even.
Nah,
that
he's a
ew was
stinky
for
boy.
you, not Zeus.
So stinky boy.
He's a stinky one?
Yeah, he used to shower.
Do his paws smell like Cheetos?
Yeah.
You know how people love like Frito smelling feet, dog feet? I think that's disgusting.
I don't like that.
It is. I mean,
I think it's disgusting. Some people love it. I think it's absolutely gross.
he works 8 hours at the Cheeto factory. What can I say?
Aw, that's cute.
It's different because Zeus is a big dog. Did you hear him though? He's like, he needs to shower. As if he's not the one who has control over that.
I said he hasn't. What did I say?
He has to
I said I
shower.
haven't he hasn't showered.
Oh, that's what you said. Well, let me just finish my statement and then we can talk about something that Abraham can jump in on.
Yeah.
So because we have the same insurance, there's like a certain amount that we need to pay, which is higher than I've ever been used to just to see the doctor.
Terrible.
I know. I'm glad you know so you can relate. So I refuse to go to the dermatologists here because, according to them, I have seborrheic dermatitis, which is true. Like in the winter, I get like flaky, scabby lesions.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm a whole nerd. And whenever I have like acne and stuff, they see me for 5 minutes, they look at me, and they're like, okay. And they give me the same antibiotic that they've given me my whole life. So nothing new. So I was like, I'm sick and tired of this. I went to a dermatologist that was recommended to me in Colombia, and I came back with a bunch of medications to get rid of my acne. And she's like, there's so many more things that I wish I could like try on you.
Yeah.
She's like, but your skin, she's like, just by looking at it is so severely sensitive. She's like, since you live out of the country, if I give you anything, I'm afraid you're gonna have a weird reaction and I won't be able to control it. Like the way a doctor is gonna want to.
Yeah.
She wants to like closely monitor me. So I'm on a medication right now to take away my acne, and it's been helping. But she took me off of all the skincare that I was using and has put me on the most basic, like hypoallergenic, non-scented, like standard things I've ever used in my life.
And it's helping?
I mean, it's not helping me, but I'm just like...
Maybe that's just what you need for like really sensitive skin.
It's definitely not making me get crusty, but it doesn't help me with like my face acne and stuff. She's like, we can't... Oh, by the way, when I went to Colombia, I also was having like a good skin week. So she looked at me and she's like, excuse me. She's like, your skin looks perfect. And my suegra was with me. And I was like, no, like, please tell her, Doña Lucy, that like, this is not what I always look like. And she's like, yeah, no, there's times where she's got like spots and acne. And she's like, no, your skin is fine. Now your back has other stuff. So she didn't listen to me.
Oh. Well, you can, whenever you go back, you can always just like try to make sure you go on a time where you have these flare-ups, you know?
Yes, exactly. And I told her, but she's like, you just need to stop using whatever you're using and use this. And so, anyway, there's that.
I should probably go to a dermatologist. That would be nice.
You should go to a dermatologist in Mexico. I heard you're going to be there. Somebody told me.
I'm finally going back to Mexico.
Chismosos. It was obviously her husband, bro. Who else was going to tell?
He's a chismoso.
Which I'm super excited about.
I am excited for you.
I'm excited.
Do you want to share?
We're gonna go to see my family, which I haven't seen in how many years? 3? Since 2019.
5.
I haven't seen my family in 5 years. So I'm gonna go see my family, and Mario's gonna finally get to meet my abuelita and my tia and my cousins and my sobrinos. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because the last time they couldn't come for the wedding, so I was so sad because you don't have papers like that. But yeah, we're gonna go. Oh, we're going to the beach, where we're so happy about because it wasn't a part of the plan. But my parents were willing to like make the drive, so we're gonna go to the beach.
Oh, so your parents are going?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a family trip?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I'm
fun.
so excited.
That
I'm
is
so excited.
fun.
I'm so excited. And Azaria's coming too.
I mean, of course. She's technically your parents' child.
She's so cute.
I love that.
I'm excited.
Abraham and I, well, he doesn't know this, but I'm telling you. We're expecting turron.
Mario told me, I'll look for it and I'll bring it.
I beg you.
I think it's down like in the city.
Please. Bring me a good amount, because if I like it, how am I going to get it?
Yeah.
Make it.
No, I'll bring it. But what is
That's
it
that
though?
pink stuff, no?
Yeah, what is it though? I don't want to. I don't want
like
them.
caramel.
Oh, okay. I just don't want them to be like se va a echar a perder. So I'm gonna try to
Right.
get it the last day.
How long are you going to be gone for?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
7,
Oh,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 9 days.
damn, that's a long time.
I had to count.
So you counted from 7 to 16.
Yeah.
You didn't know that was 9.
No.
I wouldn't know either. Don't even
Math is
start.
hard. What do you mean?
I wouldn't know either.
7 to 17, and you just take what you want.
And how does that help you in life?
Wait, I have a good question.
Thank God.
So like,
Talk.
so like, how would you add like 39 plus, or just give me a number, like a random number.
25.
Like, how would you add 39 plus 56?
How would
Like,
I add it?
Yeah, how would you like? What's your thought process?
Okay,
Mine's
go on.
like putting in the column like 56, 25, and then doing the math that way.
Mine is, what is it, 39 and 56?
Yeah.
I add the 30 and the 50, and then the other small
What
numbers.
the?
Oh. Really?
You
But
know
I
how
still-
I would do it?
No, how?
So I would take the 56. I would take 1. So it's 55. And then I added to the 39. So it's 40 plus 55.
Oh, how did you do that?
So like
you add a
so
number
the
and you take it away?
Yeah, 39 like it borrows one from the other number, so it's like a nice number, like a 40 instead of a 39.
Huh. That's
that weird?
interesting. That is weird. I don't know if you guys have heard. I think it's in like Japan or I don't remember what country it was.
Any country that isn't the U.S. That's
But they have this system. I think they do use it in Japan where they
Oh,
like count up
No,
and
that's
they take away.
I know.
to
You're talking
add
about like
numbers?
like the fan thing. That's the abacus.
Yes, the abacus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think this
supposed
is a
to.
Japanese thing. It's just,
It is,
It's just like a way of counting.
but also in like Turkey. I don't know where else, but it's
they
like a
do
way
it,
of counting.
Like everyone does it.
Yeah, that's how they learn their math.
That's crazy.
No
I've
one has
seen that.
explained what this is.
It's
And
so the
I
abacus.
like the
You know
name
what an
abacus.
abacus is?
I think I'm gonna name my child that.
Explain
Isn't
it.
it
Amy.
abacus?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It's like that. Like you've seen them. It's like those like beads that you.
Oh, I know
put
what
up
it
or
is.
down.
I just don't understand the concept.
So like I don't know. There's like a way of doing it, but they do it without the actual abacus. So like all you see them is like
You see them like going.
flicking like
I've
stuff.
seen that.
You take away and you add, like you take
Yeah.
away stuff like
Oh,
that.
I've seen them do this, and they're like answering questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they do it so fast too.
They do. Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's the easiest way to learn math, but the U.S. doesn't do that.
But isn't that just for like adding and subtracting?
I mean, it's helpful instead of using your
Oh, yeah,
fingers
but-
like me.
I mean, we have calculators.
It proves our point. It proves our point.
And they isn't the
Do
abacus
you
a
guys
calculator?
remember?
It was like the
It is.
unchanged
It's like
calculator.
an old calculator.
Yeah, but like I think in the newer generation, like you're learning how to do it without it. And
Without
that's
what?
why
Like
they
just mentally.
without the actual like abacus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They just do
Which
it
is
mentally.
cool.
That is really cool.
But I can just bust out a calculator. You know?
I
You
think
remember in elementary when they're like, you're not gonna have a calculator everywhere you go. You gotta learn this.
That's a lie.
which is a lie.
Look at us now.
Why do I need to know what the
Who would've
mitochondria
thought?
is?
That's different.
The mitochondria. You're funny.
What is the mitochondria?
It's the house. It's the powerhouse of the cell.
I thought she was saying
body.
something else.
What did you think she was gonna say?
I don't know. Like something random.
Bruh, I knew she was gonna have the right answer. She would have just.
Mitochondria.
Who doesn't know that?
I don't know. But I don't.
What's the Pythagorean theorem?
Is that PEMDAS?
No.
It's.
Y equals mx plus b.
Is it the B? The thingy-majigger?
A squared.
I thought you were good
plus
at
B
math.
squared equals C squared.
I was good when I was actually
A
doing
squared
math.
plus B
If she just-
squared
if
equals
she,
C
like-
squared.
Dusts off the dust.
After I got
She's
to
good
calculus
at it.
2 in college,
Oh,
I wasn't
dude,
good at math.
yep.
Calculus 1 was hard.
That's when they
Calculus
lost me.
2, I was like, I can't do this.
Not even
anymore.
algebra 2. I was like,
What? I was so good at
I was like,
algebra.
bro.
Vicky was my college math tutor.
no.
Do you remember I would consistently go to your house and like basically you would reteach me the lessons
That's funny.
when I was
I remember helping you. I just don't remember like reteaching the lesson.
well, you
That's
would help me do the
exaggerating.
problems. No, I'm not exaggerating.
But
I
you
would
tell
go
she
to
would sit you down and then she would, okay, here's a lesson of the day. Unless I pay attention.
kind of. She would like do the problems with guys. Why would I lie? That makes me look
All right,
dumb.
all right.
No,
but it's
I
the
just-
truth.
Yeah, I don't know why calculus is even existing.
Once they started
Like-
adding letters, well, they lost me.
No, I just think calculus was so. Calculus 2 was hard. I thought I could do it. That was my first C in a math class,
Damn.
Damn.
and I never went back to math. I was like, why am I even doing this?
Did you guys ever take
Statistics.
not chemistry,
Statistics, dude, I failed.
physics?
I took
It's
physics.
so hard.
Physics is hard too.
Physics was
bro.
hard. I got a
Like,
B,
what the
and I
hell?
swear it's because my. I
How?
know.
I couldn't even pass.
I was about to tell you.
I couldn't pass physics
In high school?
No, I never had physics in high school. I had it in
Oh,
college.
Wait.
I was gonna say physics in college
college.
is different.
I thought you were saying middle school. I was like, you guys are taking physics in middle school? What the hell?
I took it in college.
No, I did not need physics in college, but you did take physics in high school.
I don't remember.
You took it at West. Yes, you did.
I don't remember.
She did, you guys. I remember because I took a physics class as well. And it was hard in high school for me. And I got a B. And the only reason that I guess it makes sense why I got a B. It wasn't college. I only got a B because I think the teacher really liked me.
See?
And he saw how hard I was. I was trying.
Trying hard.
I promise you guys, I was trying. But physics is the combination of like math and
science.
And
And
stats.
science and statistics, and I do not care the velocity at which that ball rolls down the hill. Okay,
Or potential energy.
literally, I
Like,
don't
what?
care.
Well, I don't care about just
That was
potential
so
energy.
hard.
The only good things that I liked about physics
The egg
class
drop.
was the egg drop.
Physics
Or
is the
the
reason
bridge.
why I couldn't continue at Benedictine.
What?
I swear.
That's so sad.
Yeah, because I didn't know
She had
going
to transfer schools because she couldn't pass one class that
Damn.
school
look, which I didn't know.
they didn't recommend. They required.
So we transferred to Benedictine together. Julissa went into her political science major. I went into my biology major, and I didn't know.
That's so
Nobody
embarrassing.
told me. Nobody told me that a biology major at Benedictine is on probation for a year. They want to make sure that you're passing everything. I failed physics both semesters. I could not pass it, and I couldn't. They were making me change my major. I couldn't continue.
She was her probation had failed and she couldn't continue.
And so
She's like,
the
hell
only-
no.
The only thing I could do, I was like, what do you mean change my major? So I left to another school to complete my major. Yeah, dude, that was the reason why I failed.
Honestly, it makes me feel
crazy.
kind of crazy that like because a biology major is like basically being pre-med.
Yeah.
That is insane. I don't think that I had the mental capacity to take on a major like that. Like you're smart.
No, dude, I don't know how I got through that.
Because you're smart.
It was my booty injections that got me through my last year.
Bro, she's so full of crap. Stop undermining your intelligence
No.
because I got the same booty injections. You got them because you felt you needed them. I got them because they felt I needed them. They're like, ven pa' acá, estás muy alterada. Choo.
Wait, what are you talking about?
My grandma would get these like B12 injections from Mexico
Like
and put them in
B12?
our butt.
No, guys, look.
That's funny.
Recently, okay, so you know how when we were in elementary school, I used to be in like these reading classes, like a little slower.
She
reading
was an
classes.
ESL kid, basically.
I was not an ESL kid.
Oh, wait, no, she wasn't because she couldn't even speak Spanish. She just couldn't speak English
No
either.
sabo.
Well, when I was in high school, I was taking an AP statistics class and I was failing. And I didn't understand why I was failing. I was trying so hard. And my teacher told me it was because my first language was Spanish as a child. And I couldn't understand the word problems. Okay? I kind of never really paid attention to that. But I think when I was in third grade in those like reading classes, it was because of reading comprehension. I wasn't comprehending what I was reading. Well, I ignored that all through my elementary, middle school, and my high school, and even my college career. But recently, when I was studying for my exam, dude, I had trouble. I was stressed.
With
because-
reading comp?
Yes.
How do you think I feel right now with the
Because,
LSAT, bro?
Dude, I was like, my test was hard, first of all, but when I was practicing for it, I was failing every practice test. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I know my concepts, I know my theories, I know everything. I memorized all of the things I need to memorize. Why am I getting these questions wrong? Because when I would go over and review, I would understand, like, what the heck? How did I get that wrong? Like, well, how did I even choose that? It was the wrong answer. And I realized it was because of my reading comprehension. So I'm really hoping I pass my test because
No, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. But based on that, I want to circle back to some things. But first, Abraham has amazing reading comp, and he also had Spanish as his first language. So what do you think we did wrong? What do you mean no? No what?
Are you saying I have a
was not
learning
an ESL
disability?
kid.
I'm not saying that you're an ESL. I wasn't an ESL kid.
I was.
And I still feel like I struggle with reading comprehension and a lot of other things, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
Well, how do you have such good reading comprehension?
You weren't
Just
a reader
read,
growing
bro.
up. You did not read growing up.
I did. I read all the freaking the Magic Treehouse freaking books. I read all the freaking.
I read all like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
I read all Junie B. Jones
Those
books.
came out like in
Oh, right.
freaking. Right, I stayed reading everywhere.
I feel like I read too,
That's why.
but I lost it somewhere, you
Oh,
guys.
oh.
I'm struggling with reading comp right now.
Yeah.
For my
that was
exam.
issue.
Comprehension.
And I feel like as a child I didn't like to read, but as I got older I loved to read. But
Yeah, I can see
don't
that
know.
being
I don't
true.
know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Is that something you can practice though? Like if you don't understand, you don't understand.
Well, yeah, because I was in these classes where I was separated from my home classroom. I would go to like these reading things, and they would put us to read, and nada más leíamos the entire time. So I think it maybe is with practice.
Also, when we're kids, like we absorb a lot differently if they give us the attention. I don't know if at this ripe age of 27 of mine, I could learn how to read. I mean, I need to stop
We
thinking
should take a reading test.
No, we have.
Who?
Me and you. You sent us one time.
Really?
A couple of years ago, you sent us a link to one, and you were like, "What's your score?" And I got like a 10 out of 100
I don't
What the
remember that.
hell?
You should send it.
for reading comp. It's
Should
a
go
reading
on.
comprehension.
Comprehension.
Well, it did not have no 100 questions in it.
I'm not
Just
saying.
what we're trying to say is give us your brain, Abraham.
Yeah, literally, I need it. At least your reading brain. Your logical brain, I don't think I think I'll do without it.
What the?
Wait,
Whatever.
let's circle back to Vicky's major, okay? Let's say something. Vicky, I was gonna make a whole point, and y'all just like switched it up on me, so now I forgot.
It was the booty injections.
Oh, no, that's a lie. I also, it's for everybody who's listening, started college as a health science major, which eventually would have turned into probably like biology because health science was like what community college called it.
Yeah.
And I could not pass anatomy for the life of me. The basic anatomy. And I got an anatomy in high school, and I got
I
an
remember it
anatomy.
was your first class of the
So dumb.
semester, no?
Yes, I got an A in anatomy in high school, so I was like, I can do this, and I was really good at biology. And so when I went into college, and I didn't understand nothing, I literally felt like the dumbest person in my class, and I took it 2 semesters, and I did bad both times. I panicked, and I just changed my major. I was like, I need to change my major because I don't think I can do this. I should have stuck it through. Even if I didn't do anything medical, I would prefer to say, like you, that I had a biology undergrad, a bachelor's in biology, but I'm here to say I have an undergrad in poli-sci.
Well, I think that every major has a different approach in how you have to study.
1,000%.
With biology, there was a lot of
Tests.
memorization, a lot of understanding theories too.
Yeah.
And the concepts. Like if you didn't know the concepts, you're not going to do well on the exams.
I didn't even make it to biology because I was freaking failed anatomy.
No, it was hard. I'm not going to lie. It was hard.
I know, but you did it. I gave up because I was like crying every day after class. I was crying. I had never felt so dumb in my life. And then I would be like, my family's so wrong. Why have they told me I'm so smart my entire life? And I literally don't understand what this guy just talked about for an hour. I was like, no, I cannot take the hit to my pride anymore. I'm changing my major to something easier.
But yeah, you did so well in your other major.
Anybody does well. If you fail at poli-sci, I'm concerned.
Dude, I couldn't even get through a class in poli-sci.
It's a different...
No.
It's a different...
Abraham, I joined one class just to be with Julissa. It was a poli-sci major
left
class.
me.
I did not last. I was there for a day. I dropped out after. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Nos dieron... Like, I don't even know how much to read, and I didn't even understand anything I was reading. I was like, I can't do this.
Bro,
I can't. I was so intimidated by that reading.
And I was intimidated by the fact that you were in organic chemistry.
That was hard too. That was hard too.
You're funny.
Dude, no, it was crazy.
Anyway, that is just so funny.
So, moral of the story, we have issues with our reading comprehension.
Moral of the story,
Which is why
we can't do proper math.
which is why I failed physics, because I never understood the word problems.
That's funny.
I'm crying, but I also have a pink eye.
Ew.
Yeah, that's so funny. But yeah, we have Abraham over there.
Yeah. You guys, he got a perfect
so well.
score. I think we've said this a million times. He got a perfect score on his ACT on the
Like
reading.
where this brought me.
Exactly, that's your own fault. It's a waste of a brain. I tell him about that all the time. Oh my God, you guys, can you not say odd to the things I say to him because you guys make me feel like a bully.
You are a bully.
And you are too. Actually, that's a great segue to what we were supposed to actually talk about today.
What?
The start of your villain era. Please explain.
I'm not in a
So let's
villain
explain
era.
a little bit about what a villain era is.
You're the one, right?
Dude.
Take it away, Abraham. You're the one who brought up the concept and who said that
No,
you're
I
entering.
didn't.
You said
It was a freaking meme that I said, bro.
That's not true.
he meant it.
That's
No,
not
I
true.
didn't. I thought it was just funny.
Because when he sent us the concept of him being in his villain era,
did.
it was right after he denied to get me a sunflower from his yard that I had. And I was like, well, it makes sense why I'm not getting my sunflower. So in his villain era, he's saying no to everybody.
Yeah.
No matter what the request is a no.
And no matter who it is, which like, why would you? That's messed up. Imagine how much of a villain you have to be to say no to giving Vicky a sunflower.
Bro, they're not mine to give.
They're free.
Okay, that's a lie too.
What
Because
do
you
you
said it
mean?
was your neighbors.
No,
And
I said my
drove-
sisters.
He didn't even say
No, he
that.
didn't. He said neighbor.
Yeah, because the neighbor has them too.
Yeah.
So then
And
give
so
her one of your sisters.
I drove by
No,
your
'cause they're
house
not
again.
mine.
I drove by your house again and I looked and there's some on your end of the house.
Yeah, they're my. I said they're my sisters,
did it.
brother.
It was on this one because I told Mario
Cállate,
about
huevón.
it. Oh, you know why? You know why I even asked? Because I was with Mario when we were driving by your house, and I'm like, look, they have sunflowers. And he was like, dile a Abraham que te regale una. And so that's why I texted the group chat and said, hey, give me a sunflower.
It has to be in the other group chat, bro.
See? Oh, no, that's about the girls.
Wait.
What the hell?
I was like, good morning, y'all.
Oh,
I just wanted to share this video of Abraham laughing because it looks like he doesn't have any teeth. He looks like a viejito. Okay, I'm sorry. Please find the group chat, Vicky.
Bro, I didn't say that.
Oh, I saw you have sunflowers outside of your house, and you were like, oh, you better give her a sunflower. They're not mine. I was like, nobody has to know. And then
Okay,
you're
see?
like, God will know. That's stealing. And then I was like, well, you should. Oh, and I said, well, you should ask your
Exactly.
neighbors if you can have one. And you never answered.
Keep going. He never said his sister.
Okay,
Yeah, no, he
but
never said his sister.
I
Okay.
said it in my mind. That's what it counts.
You
No.
sound
Okay,
like
but I didn't say it was my
Randy.
neighbors.
No,
Well,
I
she
said.
did
I
mention
said.
I
Because
knew.
I was
Exactly.
like, well, I did see them on his neighbor's. Like, but then when I drove back again, I was
Oh.
like, but he has some on his end. No.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But the other lady has more, so you should ask
Yeah,
her.
and they're bigger too.
She
Can
sells
you just-
tamales.
Really?
She doesn't like it stuff because she'll be barking at her. The lady.
So can you give Vicky a sunflower or no?
Nah.
That's messed up.
Whatever.
I'll give you a seed so you can plant one for next
Okay.
year.
Yeah. I'll take that.
She is so easy to please, brother. And you can't give her a
do
damn
flowers give
sunflower.
seeds? Oh yeah, we eat
Yeah.
them. What am I
We-
saying?
I'm like, sunflowers are a literal
Sunflower
giant
seed.
seed.
Wait, but do
Well, not a giant seed. They have multiple.
not all flowers give seeds? Do they? No, you like
I don't
plant
know.
the
I think
bulb.
they have to mature enough for the seeds to come out.
No,
Yeah. All sunflower.
I've never seen like a rose
I
seed.
think. Oh, are you saying flowers in general?
They
Yeah,
have
like-
to have a seed. How? Because, okay, so my mom was given like roses and she planted them as roses, but they don't just like pop out of thin air as roses. They have to like
They're
come
like a
from
little
somewhere.
bulb. Like you buy
Of
like
what?
I don't know.
No, it's not seeds because I'm kind of waiting to replant one of my plants, and you have to wait it. The new growth that it has, le tiene que salir like two little like bulbs at the
Yeah.
end, and
You
then
plant the bulb,
and
right?
that you replant the bulb. Yeah. So no, not all plants have seeds
On the flower.
or flowers.
Specifically.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
It says that. Oh well, but that bulb that you're talking about is a seed.
Oh,
It's called, well, rose plants have seeds that are contained in the rose hip. So I think that thing is called the rose hip.
yeah.
Rose hips are small berry-sized seed balls that
Yeah.
form at the tips of the rose stem after a rose bush blooms and is pollinated.
I see
Nice. Slice the rose hip into 2 to 3 pieces with a sharp knife. This is the easiest way with slightly underripe hips, as hips that are too green will be too hard to pierce. Yeah. All right, I don't need to read all that. So anyway, villain era. What else is your villain era stopping you from doing? Oh,
speaking of plants, how many apples you grow on a tree?
I don't think there is a number.
What do you mean?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie
You don't know
Pop?
how many apples you grow on a tree?
1,
No.
2, 3.
Do you know?
No. I'm not participating in
Like
this
300?
shenanigan.
All of them.
All right.
How many
You're
apples
such a
does it take?
scalawag. Please stop thinking about it. This is her reading comprehension, but it's like hearing comprehension.
It was like all of them.
She started computing it.
You're like, this makes sense.
Bruh. Don't
Ever
you just
seen
love
those
when
like
she proves her point?
like those videos of like people cutting like oranges from the tree, and they're like
Yes.
so juicy.
Yes.
And they're like super dark orange on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like orange.
With like a knife and it just goes.
Yep. And then you go to a store and it's like,
It's
what
so
the hell is this?
dry.
It's like,
Toda
oh,
seca.
it's a strawberry. Have you heard that?
No.
You guys haven't heard that? Okay, so there's this TikTok. It's really bad because of what I'm going to explain to you. There's this TikTok of this girl that went very viral of like the strawberries that she either was growing or found at like a strawberry picking place. And there was like a beautiful
wait.
strawberry and she's like, oh, look, a strawberry. And then an uglier one, oh, look, a strawberry. And as they get like more deformed, hey, look, a strawberry. And then it's like, hey, yeah, hey. And I was like, and so people started using that on top of like other things like,
Yeah.
I don't know, they're teddy bears and like the ones that they just got with teddy bears that are old. And I was like, imagine applying that voice imagine applying that sound to people.
That'd be so
Who
sad.
would be like, oh, look, sorry. And I don't remember what was having a conversation with. And they're like, who would be that? And I was like, I can't say because I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. It's really bad.
That's so funny. I have to look at that trend.
Not all
That's so
jokes
funny.
should be made. Let me just say that. Because
Why?
the things that come to my mind sometimes, I don't even give them permission to go in my mind. And then I'm just like,
Those are automatic thoughts.
yes, and I'm like, am I a bad person because I just thought of this person as a like I saw them and I saw that, but I didn't say it out loud. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
so funny.
I promise
man.
I'm not evil in my core. Okay, it's just
No, we all have those automatic thoughts.
impulsive
Yeah, they're impulsive.
and
Just
irrational,
thoughts?
intrusive.
That's funny.
Impulsive, intrusive.
That's what I meant.
That's crazy.
This was a fun chat.
Shit. I thought you were gonna talk about
Vicky was like,
I thought when you start talking about the strawberry, have you seen that trend where like when they like a girl asks like her boyfriend like, if there was a strawberry field, would you eat the strawberries if you were hungry or something? Have you guys seen that?
No.
no.
And
What
then
is it
it's
about?
like a psychological like test, like to see if like your boyfriend would like cheat or something like that.
Wow.
Well, my husband is a cheater because if he was at if he was at a strawberry field, he's licking all of them, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now. Le va a tomar un
What
mordisco
the-
a la que sea. Because
Wait,
that
what does strawberries grow on? Like bushes?
little little
Vines?
vines and-
Oh,
no, not vines. That's grapes.
I think it's like little
No, I
bushes.
think they're bushes, like plants.
They, like, you know how weird that is to think like that fruit comes from like
The ground.
the ground.
How is that weird? You freaking weirdo.
Like, 'cause we don't see it. Like, we just see it like packaged.
Mina, I don't think it's that weird, Ibrahim. Clearly, you
It's
haven't
weird.
gone into your agricultural era.
Yeah, they're so cute.
But anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say.
The only trend I've seen like, something similar to that is when like girls have asked their partners or their husbands, like think of a woman's name and like expecting them to say
Oh,
like
that's
their
funny.
name, and if they don't say their name and they say a different girl's name, they're like, "Who is that? Like, who are you? Who are you talking about? Who are you thinking about?" And
Oh
I'm just like, and I've showed that to Mario. He's like, "That's toxic," and I was like,
Mario, Randy's the same way. Or have you guys heard the one where you ask your partner, what is it? Would you kiss me for $1,000 or the prettiest girl on earth
Oh, yeah.
for $1 million? And then they're like, I'd kiss both of you, and then I'd have $1,001,000, and it's like you failed the test because aren't I the most beautiful woman in the world? And then they're like, oh well, I didn't think of it that way. That says a lot.
It's because they're so logical at thinking.
No, men are stupid. That's why they don't know how to answer the right way.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
That is so funny. Man, what do you think, Abraham,
Boa.
about how men think?
He
We're
doesn't.
more logical than you guys.
So you're not as emotional?
You guys make decisions based off your emotions.
What do you make them based off of?
My logic. My
It's
mad
skewed.
brain. What?
It's skewed. Your logic is skewed.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What is logic?
Good question.
That's a great question.
Name a woman.
Name a woman that's logical?
No.
You never seen
Please
that
don't
trend?
go there.
Name a woman.
No.
You guys can't name a woman?
Myra.
Okay, why would you say that?
Wait, talking about women.
No, finish what you're going to say.
I'm so confused.
So I can clip this and send it to her. Say it.
No. She doesn't get it.
I don't get it either.
Myra? You don't get Myra? You're just so lost. Look at you.
I'm confused.
I don't get the.
I just know it's probably something stupid that he doesn't want to say.
Stupid.
Can I pick another name?
Vicky still hasn't named a woman.
Name a woman, Vicky. Don't name someone in the family.
Diana.
Why was it so hard? Anyway.
I was trying to think.
What?
Why are we naming women?
You guys never seen that
No,
TikTok?
obviously not.
You guys are perdidas.
Perdidas.
It's like he goes like around like that, like I think it's like New York, and he's just like name a woman, like they can't because like she's like they're like he's pressuring them.
Oh.
So they're like they look dumb.
No, wait, have you guys seen the ones where people will go up to like white people in like white states? They'll be like, name your 3 favorite black people. And they'll be like, Obama. I can't.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Bro, it's so bad. They make themselves look so bad.
Man.
And then I think someone said like, no, some people say some messed up things and they're just like, I can't.
It's like when you're pressured, like your brain, like what the heck? What the heck?
You can't compute.
Did that just go off by itself?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, ya se acabó el wig, probably.
Spooky.
Be quiet.
Yeah. And it turned out by itself.
The wig died. The wig died, Goofy.
It's spooky season's coming up too.
I don't believe in that.
You know what's wrong with spooky season?
No.
Damn.
Anyway, thank you guys for this
wait.
conversation. All right.
Did you guys see that people are trying to sell sunlight?
Huh?
Yeah.
Sunlight.
So there's it's like a startup company in California.
A what?
Startup company that are trying to sell you sunlight.
Why?
How?
So what they're doing is they're gonna launch a freaking satellite with like mirrors, and then you can like rent out sunlight. That's
Why
interesting.
though?
For
Why?
what?
Oh, I don't know.
What's their mission statement? Like, what is the purpose?
I think the purpose is like
24
to
hours
use,
sunlight?
to use it to like to beam it down to like solar panels, so you have 24 hours of like energy being created.
But doesn't the solar panel like collect the energy?
Yeah, but once the sun goes down, it stops collecting energy.
Right, but it has like previously collected energy.
Yeah, but now it's gonna now you can collect energy 24 hours.
Not so. First of all, we are a capitalist economy and money. Now you want to capitalize on the sun, you freaks?
Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
The fact you have to pay for it, yeah, it's messed up. But like, I think that's a good thing because like we're using renewable energy.
Not if you have to pay for it. It's
I
not
mean-
renewable. It's capitable.
Oh yeah, but
I hope that's a
it's
word.
still a good thing.
All right. Well,
That's
maybe
just weird.
it is
And
weird.
then, but you can go on their app right now and like
I mean,
like okay, for on this day I want sunlight on my house.
it's just as weird as buying water.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say there are some like really weird things that I'm sure that
Yeah.
we do that the cavemen would have been like, oh,
Yeah.
If that's how they
Why are you
talk.
buying water? You could just go get fresh
Or-
water.
even our language is probably weird to like our ancestors.
Oh yeah,
That's so funny.
I mean you're paying for clean water.
That's true.
Yeah, but shouldn't we be given that clean water for free?
Oh yeah, but
All right. If we're going to get humanitarian, then yes, but this is not a
everything
country of
should be
humanitarian.
free.
Like you buy water? Like I'm sure some sort of country probably looks at the U.S. and says you buy bottled water, like thinking it's the weirdest thing ever.
Well,
Would you guys
maybe.
would you guys try like glacier water, like straight from the glacier?
We've tried water
never
straight
seen
from a
those?
well.
Yeah, that's gross.
No, remember, Vicky, when we went to Colorado, there was like that one well or like water fountain that was sourced by a waterfall,
spring. It was
a
a
spring.
spring.
Yeah, and so it was crazy because one of them was like natural, like water, and one of them was carbonated.
Yeah.
Like naturally?
Yes.
Yeah.
The hell?
It was
Wasn't
insane.
Topo Chico like technically that?
I don't know, maybe, but we like saw the actual spring
Yeah.
and it sourced it into like
It's a spring.
And we even like sat in the spring and you could put rocks close to you and it made the water boil.
it made the freezing cold, like the rocks, the natural
Yeah.
rocks made the freezing water. If you set them in a certain position, it boiled, like, and I mean boil, like a sauna,
Like
a
hot. Like
sauna
hot.
jacuzzi, a jacuzzi.
Like it was hot, like it would burn you.
That's interesting.
It was
nice.
it was cool, right?
was a good
We
experience.
need to go back.
That was nice.
I was thinking about that trip the other day.
And I hadn't thought about it till right now. I was like, wow, we did that.
That was like one of my favorite vacations ever.
That one was a funny vacation.
Yeah.
That
Moral
one was
story.
Funny.
You can now buy sunlight.
I'm sure it sounds dumb now, but it'll be normal one day.
We're gonna
Yeah.
like imagine you having like an event, like, oh, I need sunlight.
I'm sure Azaria is gonna grow up and Evan, and they're gonna be like, Tia, you didn't buy sunlight when you were my age? And
Like,
I'd be
you're
like,
weird.
Literally, no. I'd be
Coulda
like,
invested in
that's
it.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like Bitcoin, you know. It could have been rich right now. If we would have bought $5 worth of Bitcoin back when
Yeah.
we were 10.
Yeah, it's just like if we would have bought a house, we would have been millionaires too.
You guys heard about that story of the guy who traded his Bitcoin for a pizza?
No, why?
Well, because like back then, like it wasn't worth much, and he was like, "Well, I don't have money right now. I'll trade you my Bitcoin for this pizza," and then he gave it to the guy, and then the guy's not like super rich now.
Wow.
Imagine, I'd be salty for the rest. That's the start of a villain arc right there.
Now that's what they should put in the Bible.
What?
Yeah.
Stories like that.
What?
What? I'm sure there's like an analogy on the Bible.
Don't
Some
trade your
similar-
Bitcoin.
Like, anyway.
But
Maybe
you
I
know
should
what
shut
Bitcoin
up.
reminds me of though when you bring up the Bible? Bitcoin reminds me of when Jesus told Peter to go to the fish and get the coin to pay the taxes. Like just go to the fish and open its mouth and get the coin to pay the taxes. And that's what it just reminded me of. Like Bitcoin.
That's what I'm saying. It has to have some commonality with what the stories in the Bible.
That's funny. Well, I think we should end like on a social note and talk about the importance of getting resources in prison. Let's talk about it.
That is not a 5-minute conversation, Vicky. That is not a closing statement.
Let me just share this. I read an article that broke my heart, okay? It broke my heart.
Not enough to bring it up at an appropriate time of the podcast. Go, you freaking weirdo.
There was this guy who was deaf and he was in
Wait.
prison.
What did she say?
Deaf.
Oh, I thought she said death. I was
That's
like,
not grammatically correct. Continue, please.
And
that's why I was like, what?
so he was talking about his experience and how like he got sexually assaulted. He couldn't do anything because he couldn't speak to anyone. And if he, I guess there's this like the officers that are on staff are prohibited to have any sort of communication with the prisoners. And so even when he wanted to communicate with writing, the prisoners wouldn't allow it because they're just not allowed to have any contact with the prisoners in the cells. So he got sexually assaulted. He couldn't like get the help that he needed. 2, every little group that they would have as like social groups inside prison, he wasn't allowed to participate because when the teachers would find out that he couldn't hear, they would kick him out.
Why was he
Literally.
in prison?
Oh, it didn't say. It didn't say. He was in prison.
Not that it mattered. Whatever. Okay.
And then 3, every time he would go to the doctor, like to get the checkup, he he would never get an interpreter, and the ward would always deny his request to get an interpreter because there was just no one that spoke ASL, and so he could never communicate. And even with the doctors, like the doctor was, he said that he had an experience with his doctor where the doctor's like, "You're just gonna have to learn how to read my lips," and he says that put him in a lot. Like he only gets an hour. Once in a blue moon with the doctor, and like it was very difficult with concentrating. And he got a therapist in prison, and the therapist tried advocating for him to get an interpreter, and the ward kept denying to get him an interpreter. Point is that this guy ended up getting cancer, but he was never able to find out, or the doctors never able to like tell him, or he was never able to
express his symptoms.
Right, because he couldn't communicate. And then what was the other thing that I read about? I was just like, what the heck? Yeah. Oh, no, I forgot. Yeah, point is that he never got what he needed inside prison. So now he's suing. Now that he's out of prison, he's suing the prison the prison center he was in, because they never got him the services he needed.
I hope he wins.
So that's something so recently that's been happening, and it's like,
here?
oh, the other thing was that he was put into cells sometimes with people who were blind. So they could not
the blind
communicate.
deaf mute challenge in the prison cell.
They could not communicate. He felt like he couldn't communicate with anyone, and even with his sexual, like he was raped in prison, and he couldn't tell. Like he tried to tell the people, but nobody like.
That is depressing,
dude. Imagine.
So if you're deaf, you don't know how to write. You can't just write.
Well, yeah, but they were blind. Like
no, I mean for like with the doctor.
I think
shut up. I'm sorry. You looked at me so concerned. What you should be if that's what I meant. But I meant with like the doctor.
Well, yeah, but in the article he talks about how it would take the entire session
to get back and forth
to get anything done, and because like the doctor wasn't there like full time on staff.
Yeah.
And even with the therapist, like he would only get an hour once in a while with his therapist, and he could never really express his feelings. His therapist had to kind of learn some sign language just to even communicate with him, but they never got through any processing like trauma because it just.
Wow.
Isn't that so sad?
That is really sad.
It makes me so mad. It's like, why does all our tax money go to prisons then if you're not going to give people the resources they need?
Because there's so many people in prison that they need them to feed all the people. I'm kidding. That's not a valid reason.
I mean,
I'm on your side.
it's probably a reason that, like, I mean,
it's their
costs a lot of
excuse, I
money.
feel.
But it just made me really mad.
That is upsetting. You just sent me the article.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Can I end on something funny?
Yeah.
Even though that was really random. So Randy is on a bachelor's trip right now, okay? He's with his friends. Livioni's getting married, Randy's best friend. And I already shared this with you, but Livioni told Randy, hey, so all the guys are going to shave their beards and just leave their mustache. And Randy's like, babe, me dicen estos manes que se van a afeitar la barba y que solo con el bigote. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, so I'm going to do it. I'm like, first of all, go hold your horses. I'm like, you guys are going to look dumb, but you better not. You better not until they prove to you that they did it first. and he's like, no, yo ya les pedí foto. And I was like, no, you need like a FaceTime call because editing does crazy things these days. And Randy's a little bit,
what the heck?
You know. And so,
did he do it?
Well, I told him, I was like, when you do it, just make sure you put your pelos, because he usually does this and it leaves pelos everywhere and he cleans it up. I'm like, it's going to be way more hair, so make sure you throw it in the garbage. And he said yes. So that made me think that he would do it one day here at home, not at his haircut appointment yesterday. And so he left work early to go get his haircut and then came home, and I was in the kitchen making food and I hear him drop his keys in the little like key holder and giggle. And he was like, heh. And I turned around and I was like,
did you take a picture?
I did.
I want to see.
I did, and I just want you to see.
Does he look like a different person?
Bro. When I tell you I was speechless, and when I finally found the words, I started laughing. Because what the heck is that? No! He looks like Pablo Escobar. Wait, I never realized my husband doesn't have a neck. And then later in the day, I was like, baby, actually, please send me I'm like, send me a selfie because maybe that was a bad picture of you. But like, please send me a selfie of yourself to see what you look like from your point of view. And he sent me this.
Oh no. He's so funny, dude.
I'm not showing the camera. And then this is him and Livioni, bro. But I think bruh. Livioni sabotaged all his friends because Randy showed me like the pictures of everyone. And I'm like, that's messed up. Livioni's the only one that looks normal, bro. All of y'all look weird as hell.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was my reaction yesterday.
That was hilarious.
And on that note, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Usually Best of Friends podcast. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at the Usually Best of Friends. And any place where you can listen to a podcast, I think we're there except for Spotify. Yeah, so tune in.
Spotify.
Especially YouTube. Go watch the video so you can actually interact with our faces and all of that jazz. But we'll see you guys in the next one.